Former finance minister's thank you letter to WEF suggests more collaborating than disclosed. Close interactions between Canadian cabinet ministers and the World Economic Forum are well documented, but a newly revealed letter suggests forum staff may have been doing more work with the federal government than previously disclosed. In an undated letter to a WEF official, former Finance Minister Bill Morneau praised the organization and its collaboration to achieve common objectives. "I would also like to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to the WEF staff for the support provided to the Government of Canada," wrote Mr. Morneau in the letter obtained through the Access to Information regime. Neither the WEF nor the Canadian government typically advertise what support the forum provides. The Finance Department has not returned a request for information about the date of the letter and details of how WEF staff helped the government. The letter was addressed to Philipp Rossler, a former German politician who served as a WEF manager and head of its Centre for Regional Strategies. The Canadian government is known to have been involved in at least 2 WEF policy initiatives: the Known Traveller Digital Identification Project and the Agile Nations Network. KTDI was a pilot project between Canada, the Netherlands, and private sector interests to develop a system of digital credentials for airplane travel between countries. Agile Nations is a group of countries working to streamline regulations to usher in the WEF-promoted Fourth Industrial Revolution that includes gene editing and artificial intelligence. KTDI began in 2018, and Canada signed on to Agile in November 2020. A few months after Mr. Morneau quit during the We Charity scandal. Both projects were worked on while Mr. Morneau was finance minister from 2015 to 2020. Since both these projects fell outside of Mr. Morneau's portfolio as finance minister, it seems to suggest that his letter of appreciation to the WEF was referring to other joint collaborations. The WEF mission statement says the forum is dedicated to improving the state of the world. It gathers leaders in the fields of politics, business, and activism to promote progressive policies on issues like climate change and making capitalism more inclusive. As is routine with the organization, it did not return requests for comment. Critics of the WEF, which gathers world elites to shape global policies, often disagree with its progressive agenda and warn about its influence on countries. "No staff, no ministers, no MPs in my caucus will be involved whatsoever in that organization," Conservative Party leader Pierre Poilievre said in January. He added that officials who attend the forum's annual meeting in Davos are high-flying, high-tax, high-carbon hypocrites who travel in private jets while telling average citizens not to heat their homes or drive their pickup trucks. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith has also criticized the WEF, saying in 2022 she finds it distasteful when billionaires brag about how much control they have over political leaders, as the head of that organization has. Ms. Smith was likely referring to comments made by WEF founder and chairman Klaus Schwab in 2017, when he said he was very proud to penetrate the cabinets of world governments, including that of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. "I know that half of his cabinet or even more than half of his cabinet are actually young global leaders of the World Economic Forum," Mr. Schwab told an audience at Harvard University. Davos links. Mr. Morneau's letter to the WEF comes from internal Finance Department records and is the only document in the release package that pertains to Mr. Morneau. It consists mostly of praise for the WEF,